Hello, Tennessee. I'm Raumesh Akbari, Tennessee Senate Democratic Leader. In just a few days, Governor Bill Lee will deliver his final State of the State address. And this year, that day happens to be February the 2nd, Groundhog Day. You know the story. Bill Murray wakes up to the same day again and again. At first, he's confused, then frustrated, and finally, he learns. He grows, he changes, and he breaks the cycle. But here in Tennessee, too many families feel like they're living the same day over and over. Waking up, going to work, paying more for groceries, more for rent, more for childcare, and more for electricity. All the while wondering, will it ever get easier? You know what I'm talking about. So before the governor steps to the podium, I want to talk about the real state of our state. Not from a spreadsheet or a press release, but from kitchen tables across Tennessee. Kitchen tables like yours and mine. And let me say this clearly. I believe in Tennessee. I believe in our people. And I believe our best days are still ahead. But hope has to be matched with honesty. After 15 years of one-party control, working families are feeling the strain. Housing costs are at a 10-year high. Grocery bills are higher than ever, and we still tax food at one of the highest rates in the nation. Electricity prices hit record levels, and childcare now costs more than in-state college tuition. Nearly half of all Tennessee families can't even cover the basic cost of living. That's not the Tennessee we want, and it's not the Tennessee we have to accept. We're told Tennessee is a low-tax state, and for large corporations and the wealthy few, that's true. But it's not true for the cashier in Clarksville, the nurse in Jackson, the teacher in Memphis, or the mechanic in Johnson City. It doesn't feel low tax. It feels high cost, high stress, high pressure, month after month. Meanwhile, priorities at the Capitol have been upside down. Your public dollars flow to private schools through vouchers. Corporate giveaways are measured in the billions, and public schools are underfunded. Rural hospitals are closing. Roads and bridges are falling behind, and all the while, families are told to wait, to be patient, to trust that somehow things will trickle down. But families in Tennessee can't afford another Groundhog Day year. We need relief now. We need fairness. We need leadership focused on our lives, not distractions. And that's why Democrats are offering a different path. A path that lowers costs by ending the grocery tax. A path that expands health coverage so that no family fears a medical bill more than a diagnosis. A path that makes childcare and early education affordable. A path that raises wages so if you work a full-time job, you're going to have a decent life. A path that invests in strong public schools, safe infrastructure, and thriving local businesses. Not because it's radical, because it's reasonable, because it's what working people like you and I deserve. I didn't run for office to make life easier for those already doing fine. I ran for the parents packing lunches before sunrise, for the grandparents raising grandchildren, for the young couple trying their best to buy their first home, for the worker putting in a full day's labor and still worrying about how they're going to pay their light bill. That's who I serve. That's who Democrats serve. Because we believe in the dignity of work, the power of opportunity, the idea that in Tennessee, if you work hard, you play by the rules, you should be able to have a good life. And here's the truth, y'all. Tennessee has everything it needs to thrive. We have talent, we have heart, we have grit, we have a proud history of standing up for fairness and forging progress. We're the volunteer state. All we need now is the will to choose a different day. A day where families aren't squeezed, where children are supported, where seniors can grow old with dignity and feel secure, where prosperity reaches every community, rural, urban, and suburban alike. We don't have to stay stuck in the same story. Just like Bill Murray, we can learn, we can grow, and we can change the course. Together, we will break the cycle. Democrats are ready to cut costs. We're ready to raise wages, ready to rebuild a strong and thriving middle class. We're ready to make Tennessee a place where working families like yours don't just get by, they get ahead, they thrive. The future of Tennessee is bright, and together, we're going to step into it. Thank you, and God bless Tennessee.